Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Nightmare Frames. So in the last episode we learned that this very wealthy movie producer, I think he was, Peter Evans, had committed suicide, and that's really a bummer because he was the guy who tried to make our protagonist's, Alan Goldberg's movie happen, but now that he's dead, it looks like that our movie is not gonna happen, not anytime soon anyway. And now we don't have an objective per se. Oh wait, we are supposed to find the Flying Saucer Productions or Pictures or whatever it was called. Because a letter from the Flying Saucer Pictures addressed to Peter Evans was found from his office in his home mansion. And we are trying to learn that what did Peter Evans have to do with this cheap exploitation movies production studio. So without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game here, and so I guess that we are done here pretty much. Nothing else to really look at or do. We have already talked to Christopher Ruskin. You don't feel like a drink right now. Okay. Cabinet. Revising your own scripts is already hard enough. You're not going to read other people's. Alright, well I guess we just leave. Oh yeah, I said that we'll be going to the diner in this episode, so let's do exactly that. Bye, you two. Okay, and yeah, let's just... What's this sign? Taxi sign? You stand next to the taxi stop and wait for a free one to arrive. Your face seems familiar. Haven't I given you a ride before? Yes, you have. Okay, so now we just go to Joe's Diner. Well, who do we have here? Crawled back out from your hole already.
Hey everyone, I'm Karen Johnson.
I see, you are still in yours. Hey Joe, doesn't this place have an admittance policy? Do you want me to kick him out, Vicky? Why? What have we done? Okay, what's on TV? You don't know any of the bands on there, but they are very popular with the kids. You have no idea of who the Bangles are, neither do I. Duran Duran sounds like a character from Barbarella, and you think the Cars is the worst possible name for a rock band. Yeah, I wouldn't get excited about a band called the Cars either. Joe's Diner? Well, can we see these photos? Joe doesn't consider you famous enough to take a picture with you. Well, isn't that a shame? Mac? We have some pies, Joe, Vicky, cash register, another pie. Arcade. The arcade machine only works with coins. Don't they all? Well, let's talk to Vicky first, I guess. What was that all about? I don't know what you're talking about. That dumb thing about the admission policy. Don't you have anything to say to me? I don't know, do we? A burger and a beer? I don't know what you're talking about. A burger and a beer? Do you think you're funny? Occasionally. You write comedies now? Don't you owe me an apology? I wouldn't know. A week ago you were on a second date with Vicky, despite the disaster that was the previous one, and it was worse. You got drunk and started blabbering away. You only remember ending up lying on the back seat of a taxi, soaked in the wine Vicky probably threw at you before running away, and a strong pain in your cheek. Damn, what the hell did you do? So? In these moments you wish you were at your typewriter with all the time in the world to think of all the possible answers your characters might give. You try to choose the right words to tell Vicky, but this page will probably end up in the trash can. Anyway, let's drop the subject, okay? Okay. What did I say? Don't you remember? I hadn't felt so insulted in my whole life, Alan. Man, must have been very bad. But what on earth did I say? I won't repeat it. Hearing it once was enough. Must have been something really bad. Keep it down, lovebirds. Aren't you going to tell me? It's not what you said, Alan. Okay. The problem is you did it again. We got drunk. You always manage to ruin a special night. I don't get your frustration, Alan. You're not the man just staring out in Hollywood anymore. That was years ago. You have got a job, you make a living, and you have tasted success. Oh wait, just starting out in Hollywood, not staring at Hollywood. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this fast. What else do you want? Do you want to know what frustration looks like? I have spent 5 years in Hollywood and I haven't gotten a single part yet. I'm 35 and share an apartment with two 20-somethings. They have barely been here for 2 months and one's already been on Cheers, and the other's a regular in the Colbys. Colbys, I don't know these shows if these are real. Okay, that's very frustrating, I give you that much. And that doesn't prevent me from showing the ones I love some respect, you know. Yeah, that is a good point. Alright, I'm sorry. I apologize if I offended you. What? What's that? If? Of course you offended me. You're better at hurting people than at writing scripts, you know. Why, gee, thanks. And the worst thing about it is... God, I'm such an idiot that I would hang out with you again tonight. Oh, we're gonna have a date tonight? But it's over, Alan. I don't need this kind of relationship in my life right now. Well, shit. I guess that's that. I don't blame you for it. I can barely stand myself. Try to see life as it is, Alan. You have to pull your weight if you want things to work between us. For a moment you think about apologizing again, this time in a less apathetic and more sincere way. But you know it won't change Vicky's mind, so you decide to spare her the words. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, have you been to any castings this week? 3. And it's always the same, either too young or too old. Why don't you get her into one of your movies? I tried. Twice. Associate producers get their lady friends in. I can't do anything about that. Typical. You're not pushing hard enough. Maybe that's true. That's not how it works, Joe. I'm just a screenwriter. And... But why am I explaining myself to you? Why are you barging in on our conversation? Because Vicky is worth a lot. She's a good actress. Oh, isn't that sweet? I know she's good. Very good. Yeah? If she was as good as you say, we would already have seen her in that lunatic movie. But it's a slasher movie. Let it be, Joe, Alan. Let it be, Joe. Alan is right. Why are you defending him? Are you so infatuated with him that you swallow everything he says? Excuses. If he had wanted to, you would have been in one of his movies already. Please, Joe. It's your life and it's none of my business. So stop butting in. Well, you haven't stopped meddling. I only want the best for my employees, okay? Well, isn't that sweet? Is that clear? Okay, can I know what I said? Can I know what I said during dinner? You should know. I should, but the thing is, I don't. Then try to remember. Okay. Okay, fine. Can we talk to Joe some more? Hey, Joe. When are you going to add me to the Wall of Fame? New machine. Can I ask you a personal question? Well, let's go with this first. When are you going to add me to the Wall of Fame? No offense, Alan, but you are no celebrity. You're a screenwriter. Can't a screenwriter be a celebrity? Nah, pretty much actors. No, it's like taking a picture with a lighting technician. What about William Goldman? Don't you know him? No. See, a screenwriter can't be a celebrity. I guess that's pretty much true, unfortunately. In the movie business, only actors and directors can become celebrities. Only actors, actresses, and movie directors. No room for others, unfortunately. Anyway, new machine. That one. Yeah, it's one of those modern thingamadings with touch panels. Thingamajings. It has quizzes for smartasses like you. Quizzes, you say? It's not exactly a hit so far. Kids prefer to shoot spaceships. Yeah, I thought so. They are coming to change it tomorrow. If you want to try it out, do it today. Okay. I guess we... But let me warn you, there are no prizes. Well, crap. Okay. Well, can I ask you a personal question? Let's see. Are you happy in that kitchen? You asking if I'm happy? Well, you are here day and night, always completely soaked in sweat, and I thought... You thought? Mr. Hollywood thought? Well, he doesn't look happy now. You don't think this is a decent job? Is that what you are suggesting? No, not at all. Look, Mr. Smarty Pants, I started in this business when I was 14. Damn. I've spent my whole life working for others and putting up with everyone's shit. I always wanted to be my own boss and to open a place like this. And you succeeded in that, apparently. That's always been my dream, and it's as worthy as yours of making it to the Mount Olympus of cinema legends, okay? I mean, everyone has their own dreams. I didn't mean to offend you, Joe. Bah. Okay. Well, I'll be around. Aren't you gonna order a drink? Maybe... No thanks. Maybe not this time. If drinking is such a problem for us. Sometimes you have a slice of that pie with your coffee, but you have already met your caffeine quota for today, so you don't feel like having any. Okay, so can we use the arcade? The arcade machine only works with coins. Well, can we use the wallet with it? You don't have any coins in your wallet, and the machine doesn't accept bills. Well, crap. Much less credit cards. They had credit cards back in the 80s? Well, I suppose so. This is the leather that we got from the Peter Evans's office. 3D glasses for some reason. Is this someone we know? What's up, Mac? Wow, you're alive. I was already thinking that the police had knocked down your door and found a cat eating your corpse. Why would you think that? I don't have a cat. I hate them. Though it would be a good end for me. Feeling optimistic today, are we? I'm glad to see you, friend. What can I help you with? Well, let's see. Oh, he's also a writer, apparently. What are you writing? A review of the new Twilight Zone. Oh no, he's a reviewer. Okay. I already know what you are going to reply, but I know a couple of guys at CBS who owe me some favors. So is he a movie critic? But aren't you interested in writing an episode for the series? You want me to work in TV? I don't want to end my days being a TV writer. Come on, Alan. TV is changing. Even William Friedkin directed an episode. William Friedkin, that name doesn't ring a bell. And maybe in the future you'll have more freedom writing for TV than for the movies. I know practically everyone in the job, and you could shine there. I appreciate it, but I won't insist. But if you ever change your mind, here I am. Mac knows people. Wordmonger. Maybe if you worked in TV, you wouldn't complain so much. Oh, shut up. Or maybe go and work for Netflix. They accept everything. Well, maybe not today anymore, because they are kinda screwed when it comes to money and stuff. They're not doing so well. They are cancelling so many shows, especially animation shows, and all the woke garbage out of there. So, yeah, maybe they are not so willing to accept just anything these days. They are not doing so well, so maybe Netflix is not for you. Not today anyway. Anyway, I see somebody is happy to see me. What makes you think that? They have something... Why wouldn't I? Okay, you mean Joe. He thinks highly of you, but you know him. Does he now? Ah, you're referring to Vicky. I'm not meddling in other couples' affairs. We're not a couple. Well, not anymore. You would be if you weren't so... such an asshole. Bah, whatever. It's none of my business. Okay. Now that's just the same question, we already asked that. Well, carry on with your thing. Okay, now what? A customer? You don't need anything from Billy. Let him enjoy his burger. So we know him, his name is Billy. Do we know everyone in this diner? The prices are the lowest in the block. A strategy born out of sending Vicky or Karen undercover to sniff around competitors' menus. So there's someone named Karen as well working here. You don't feel like trying it out. Or any of the others, for that matter. Okay, can we go inside here? Hey, wordmonger. There's nothing for you in there. Okay. Guess we won't be entering the kitchen then. Okay, but we haven't really accomplished anything, besides talking to everyone here. You aren't hungry? Okay, we're not hungry for pies. Cash register. Tread carefully if you don't want Joe to jump through the kitchen window and tear your arm off for messing around with the cash register. Okay, so there's nothing else to do here. We can't even pick anything up by the looks of it. So should we just leave? Well, okay. Hey friend, have you heard about Rock Hudson? Can't say I have. That name doesn't ring a bell either. Many names that I recognize, but also names that I don't recognize. Back to the site, Joe's Diner, Peter Evans' mansion, Ruskin Productions, Alan's apartment. Let's check Peter Evans' mansion real quick. Well, the police officer is still here. Okay. I should give you a discount. Well, that would be really nice, my dear. Where do we go? Let's go back to our apartment, I guess. Well, nothing has changed here. Well, not that I was expecting anything to have changed here, but... still... What should we do now? It's not the moment to read them. You already know them by heart. You have marked the due date for the script of Lunatic 2 with a big red circle. Okay, so let's take a look at this letter again. Dear Mr. Evans, I do know what you are talking about. Indeed, I thus beg you to handle this in person. You will surely understand that this matter should be dealt with discreetly. Kind regards, Glenn Bishop. So we need to find this Glenn Bishop guy of the Flying Saucer Pictures. You said you were a screenwriter, didn't you? I guess we did. I've got an idea for a movie. I'll tell you on the way. Well, I'm always interested in hearing new ideas. Okay, well, so we go back to the site. This is where the Flying Saucer Pictures used to be. And the guy who might know about them is the owner of this pawn shop. You don't need anything from Fred's pawn shop. But you now know where to find one such store in case you need it. And besides, the owner is now away. I think he's at the police station witnessing something. Rummaging through the rubble won't help you rebuild the Flying Saucer Pictures offices. If they were ever here. Hey friend. You again? What do you want, man? I think that's all. Okay, man. Well, So but there's a taxi sign here as well. But we can also use a taxi by leaving, like this. Okay. So you work in the movies, huh? Do you know Sylvester Stallone? No, unfortunately not. Okay, so Ruskin Productions. What if we go and talk to these two people again? Did we even ask them if they have ever heard of Flying Saucer Pictures? Are you busy? Always am. What do you need? Any ideas about the third act? Well, any ideas about the third act? You have never asked for advice on your scripts. That's interesting. What's the issue with the ending? It's the same as the first movies. The confrontation is identical to the original. Everything happens on the docks, in exactly the same way. Yeah. Let's see. We have got the Cryer family, right? They have to do with the origins of the lunatic. We said we would leave that for the next sequel. Don't worry about that, just place the action there, reveal the origins of the character and move the climax to the brain. Up to the barn even, not the brain. I was wondering, wait, brain? What? But no, it's barn. You'll come up with something for the next one. Bingo. Problem solved. Well, that's great. But you are not going to get around to it today. Well, okay. Any messages for me? A couple of Elisa fans called. Did they know? What the hell do they want? Or did they now even? Not know. To see you dead. Seriously, Alan, what did you do to that girl? Yeah, what did you do? Nothing, I just said in an interview that she doesn't care about horror movies. Just like you. And that the only reason she's on TV is to show skin so her idiotic fans can jerk off. Okay, that's quite harsh. But I think I know who he is talking about. I remember that interview now. You foresaw a good career for her as a stripper if they cancelled her show. Damn. Were you drunk there too? Damn right. Always making friends. Any other messages? Yes. The guys from Astounding FX want to meet you. Astounding FX? Astounding FX? What the heck is that? They are the new makeup effects company we have hired for Lunatic 2. Okay. Interesting. They are really good. Good for them. They have turned down working on the sequel to A Nightmare on Elm Street to make our movie, just because you wrote it. Well, isn't that great? They turned down A Nightmare on Elm Street sequel. Damn. Oh, really? What an honor. Come on, Alan, don't be like that. What, we can't be proud of ourselves? Just stop by. They want to show you the new look for the lunatic and get your thumbs up. Okay, finally we are getting somewhere. They could make the lunatic wear a William Shatner mask for all I care. William Shatner, I know that name alright, he was in Star Trek. Have Christopher give him the go-ahead. They are in high demand and they cut their rates to work on the film. So drop by, let them show you whatever they want to show you, and take a picture with them with that lovely forced smile of yours. Yeah, do it. I mean, they turned down the Nightmare on Elm Street sequel for your movie. Think about that. Is that an order? No, but these guys deserve a thank you. Yeah, exactly. Mark and Wayne are a charm. Do it for me, would you? Oh, snort. Fine, I'll see what I can do. New location, Astounding FX. So that's what it stands for. Astounding FX. FX. I need to clear my mind. It'll do you good. Okay, well, let's go and meet with the Astounding FX. We can just Dave Morris and whoever that is. We can just exit here. Do I like horror movies? I love them. Oh, yeah, me too. Have you seen The Mutilator? Can't say that I have. Anyway, so to Astounding FX. Hello? What? What the? What? Brains. More brains. Shit. I told Pam I didn't want to come here, damn it. They are messing around, aren't they? Brains. Look, pal, I don't have the time for your antics. Open the door, I'm leaving. Knock it off, Gabe. Okay. And put some music on. What a party pooper. Sorry, buddy, we do it to everyone who comes in here. Well, I don't mind. It's a fun prank. Again with that, Gabe. Why did we even buy the Twisted Sister album then? Twisted Sister, I recognize that name. Bah. Wow, you are an iceberg. You didn't even flinch. Just a moment, I'm going to let some light in. Well, what can I do for... Alan Goldberg. Oh wow, I didn't recognize you with that beard, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. Come with me. What do you think of the lunatic's new look? Rad, right? We are using a new translucent material that withstands light very well and gives the sensation of real skin on camera. That's nice. It also allows for deeper coloring, whereas with other materials you are limited to a superficial color layer. If only we could see his face a lot closer. We are among the very first ones to use it, although I think Gordon Smith is also experimenting with it. Gordon Smith, is that someone famous as well? So, do you like it? Do we have your thumbs up? Well, I suppose so. Honestly, the only thing that interests you about writing horror scripts is collecting your paycheck once the job is done. Yeah, I figured as much. The look of the lunatic is impressive, but you would feel exactly the same if it were a sock with two balls for eyes operated by a puppeteer. So a Muppet? Yes, you have my blessing. Wow, it's such an honor. I don't know if you know this, but we took this job instead of the Nightmare on Elm Street sequel because of you, man. Wow, they are big fans. You write awesome movies. For me, you are the best horror screenwriter nowadays. Really now? Oh yeah? Yeah, dude, Wayne's a little bit pissed because he thinks Freddy Krueger is going to be a new horror movie icon. Oh, if only he knew. If only he knew. Fuck Wayne and fuck Freddy Krueger. The lunatic is the new Michael Myers, huh? Well, since you are here, can we take a picture with you? I mean, might as well. Sure, of course. I should comb my hair first. I do not appear in photos. Well, I mean, why not? I mean, Joe doesn't want to take our photo and put it on the wall of fame. But these guys want, so what the hell? Sure, of course. You have been to a couple of horror film conventions, and forcing a smile while posing for pictures with fans is just as awkward and embarrassing for you as walking down the street naked. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Some other time, okay? Well, goddammit. No problem, man. Well, make yourself at home, pal. I'm gonna keep working on an effect that'll make Ruskin shit his pants when he sees it. I'll be around if you need me, okay, man? Alright, I guess we just look around. Every night I rock myself to sleep. Okay. We got shelf full of makeup heads. Is that supposed to be Jason Voorhees? With the hockey mask and everything? You get closer and see the level of detail and realism of each and every one of the prosthetics, and not prosthetics, prostheses. Fire extinguisher. Can with dry brushes. New inventory item. Brush. It makes you want to touch it and see that it is not a poor deformed bastard taking a nap rather than a spectacular special effect. Meat mass? Like actual meat mass, or even though you know it is a special effect, you don't want to touch it. Well, that just means that it looks very good. It's very convincing. Betsy. Betsy is impressively realistic. Who the heck is Betsy? One of the victims in your movies? Zombie. Crunchy. I'll kill you, you son of a bitch. Pretty cool, huh? The Crunchies have been so successful that the production company commissioned us to make a prototype toy with them. Interesting. Good for you. The lines are placeholders. I don't think they will pass the filter. Yeah, most likely not. A zombie. The realism of the creature is so impressive that for a moment you fear it will come to life and try to scare you like the idiot that greeted you. Speaking about the idiot, where is he? Mold? Do not touch it. The material is still drying. Okay. Where is the other idiot? Well, we can't go further there. Okay. Anything else interesting here? I guess not. Don't even think about it. If a fire were to break out, the extinguisher could save the business and even the lives of those who work here. Okay, well, I guess we talk to him some more. Wow, dude. I still can't believe Alan Goldberg is here to see us. So have you been doing this for long? Makeup? My whole life. My mother says that when I was 2 years old, I was already zombifying my toys. Okay, that sounds a little troubling. Professionally, about 4 years. Things have gone well for me. Well, that's very good to hear. Do you only work on horror films? Yeah, man, we have turned down some big non-genre projects. Horror is our passion. We didn't get into this because we were inspired by Barbara Streisand's makeup growing up, you know. Barbara Streisand, I don't know that name. So you are horror fans? Well, obviously. Fans? Horror films are our passion. Excuse me. When we are not working, we travel to horror conventions and festivals to soak ourselves in the genre. Well, that sounds like lots of fun, admittedly. We love horror films. Their history. We know everything about them. Well, good for you. I also like horror films. The genuinely scary ones, and also the ones that are so bad and corny and campy that they are so good. So are we pretty much done here then? We got a new item, that's something. But we're not really getting anywhere from here. Like, we don't have a new objective or goal that we should try to do next. Do we just leave? I guess. I came to Hollywood to be an actor. Like most people, I guess. I'm still on it. Yeah, I can see that. Should we go back to Ruskin Productions and tell... What was her name again? Was it Pam? Pam, yeah. Let's tell Pam that we have visited the Astounding FX. Okay. I guess we can't tell her. Any other messages for me? No one else called asking for you. Okay. James Crosby, anything with you? Alan, my favorite screenwriter. How can I help? Okay, nothing new here. When you're ready, come see me. Ready for what? You know. I don't know a thing. I just realized that I could just also that I could just make the dialogue go faster by clicking. In the last episode, I was thinking that the dialogue is sometimes moving a bit too slow for me, so I had to do some editing to make it go at least a little bit faster. The Russians have a new president. You know what? I would fix the Cold War thing in a week. I'm sure you could. I'll explain. I wonder who is the president that he is referring to. What year was it? Was it mid-80s right now? It just might be Gorbachev. Maybe. But now what? I mean, there's not really nothing else that we can do. Here. The other dude is gone as well. We can't explore further of this, what is this, a warehouse? And what can we do with... I have no idea what to do with this brush either. But, well, okay. I think I'm gonna end this episode here. We have talked to many people. And, well, that's really it. That's all we have been doing in this episode. We have been talking to people. And I don't really know what else to do at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here. And in the next episode, well, let's try to figure something out. So, until then. Thank you for watching once again. And see you next time for more Nightmare Frames.